Part 1 of entering your payroll policy will begin by going into Configuration and clicking on Payroll Policies. Part 1 will include entering the policy name, your pay periods, rounding, and overtime. To begin, name your payroll policy. Next, choose the workweek start day, and then choose how often your pay periods are going to be. The attendance exceptions area is no longer used anymore. Round to schedule is used in conjunction with schedules. If you have a 9 to 5 schedule and you have 5 minutes before and after the in and out punch, this is going to signify that if an employee punches in at 8:54, the employee will then have their time at 8:54. If they punch in at 8:57, that time will be rounded up to 9 a.m. based on the rounding rules shown here. Standard rounding takes place after the round to schedule. If an employee punches outside of the round to schedule rules, then the standard rounding rules will take over. The most common use of standard rounding is rounding to the nearest 15 minutes. This is what's also called a 7/8 split. If somebody clocked in at 3:05 in the afternoon, that time would be rounded back to 3 p.m. If they clocked in at 3:09, that time would be rounded up to 3:15. The time is rounded back starting at 7 minutes and up at 8 minutes. Overtime has two policies. We have OT1, which is a standard time and a half, and OT2, which is a double time policy. These factors can be changed up above. Time and a half over 40 is the standard overtime policy. If you pay daily overtime, make sure you click on the boxes for the particular days that the overtime is paid daily and the number of hours worked in each day in which they get overtime. Advanced overtime can be used in a number of ways. First of all, you can have an employee get paid overtime for an unscheduled day. If an employee works so many hours on an unscheduled day, they can get paid time and a half or double time. If the employee works outside of their schedule, they can get overtime as well. We can also pay overtime based on consecutive days worked, whether that be 6 days consecutive or 7 days consecutive.